Hey, this is Rick Vandenberg for Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll, and it's summertime, it's hot, and it's the time of year in the southeast United States all the way up through the mid-Atlantic that it's the optimal time for a misnomer of an insect, the fall armyworm. They showed up, a few moths did a little bit early in North Carolina this year, but it is that time. And the question I get the most is about residual activity. Obviously, a product from Syngenta, Celiprin, came out, and it has outstanding residual activity. A few years later, a product from Bayer, or now Envu, came out called Tetrino, and it has outstanding residual activity. The years of study and testing that I have done is Celiprin has a bit of an edge in residual activity. What's important for you to remember is that residual activity comes from the rate. At low rates, you do not get long residual activity from either product. If you go with 2 ounces of Celiprin, you'll get 3 weeks. You'll still get really good control of any fall armyworms that are out there, but you will not get 70, 80, 90 days of residual control. So keep that in mind. What's important is this residual activity, in my opinion, is only important if you're using it as a preventive. If you're putting a product like a Celiprin or Tetrino out in advance of a potential fall armyworm outbreak, then yes, use higher rates to get long residual. If you're using it to clean up an existing problem, then use lower rates because you're not going to need much residual activity. It is an incredibly rare thing to see a fall armyworm outbreak get treated and then a month or two later for a second outbreak to show up in that same spot. So just understand the way they work, understand that the higher rates give you long residual. In many cases, you don't need that. And where you're just trying to clean up a problem, yes, a Celiprin at low rates, Tetrino at low rates are really good. Things like Provant, Bifenthrin, a lot of products are really good at cleaning up existing problems. But the two products that stand out, Tetrino and a Celiprin, are absolutely fantastic if you want to use them more or less in a preventive situation, or in the case of sod webworms in Florida where you're trying to prevent an outbreak. They really work well at higher rates and give you 70, 80, 90 days residual activity. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking with you again soon.